Hi students, welcome to today's session. Today's class, I'll be teaching the format of income and expenditure account. In previous classes, we were discussing how the accounts are maintained in a non-profit organization or not-for-profit organization. Business organizations are divided into two types. One is based on profit and the other one is then based on service. Okay. So, not-for-profit organization is an organization where profit is not the motive, only it is run for the purpose of serving the society or to do some sort of service to the society. Okay, that is called as not for profit organization. Their main motive is to serve. Services is the main motive of not for profit organization. But when you are maintaining the accounts, you have to maintain three things. What are the things? First one, you have to maintain receipts and payments account. What are the items will appear in receipts and payments accounts? All that we have discussed in the previous class. Today we will be seeing what are the items to be entered in income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account looks just like a profit and loss account, P&L account, same like profit and loss account. It looks just like P&L account, that is profit and loss account, but though still it looks like a profit and loss account, here we are not going to ascertain the profit or loss. Can you tell me why? Because it's a not for profit organization. So, since it is a non-profit organization, here we are not going to ascertain the profit or loss. Instead of that, we are going to ascertain the deficit or surplus. Is it clear? If the income side is greater, if income side is greater, means that results in surplus. If the expenditure side is greater, that results in deficit. Is it clear? So, here we are not going to ascertain the profit or loss, but instead of that we are going to ascertain only the deficit or surplus. Okay. So, that is the first thing you have to keep in mind. Opening balance of cash in hand, cash at bank, all the opening balances will be excluded here. We will not write that. Then we are going to enter only revenue receipts and revenue payments. All capital items will be excluded. So, what are items which are of capital nature? Items where the benefit is derived for a longer period are called as capital items. And the items where the benefit is derived for a shorter period, they are called as what? They are called as revenue items. So, we are going to write here, enter only the revenue receipts and revenue payments. Only revenue receipts and revenue payments will be entered in the income and expenditure account. And one more thing you have to keep in mind is that receipts and payments which are pertaining to the current year alone will be taken. Expenses or incomes or otherwise receipts and payments which are pertaining to the previous year or subsequent year should be excluded. Okay. Receipts and payments which belong to the previous year and subsequent year will be excluded, and items which are pertaining to the current year alone will be taken here. Okay. Then in receipts and payments account, non-cash items are excluded, but here we have to show the adjustments also. For example, prepaid expense, income received in advance, outstanding expenses, example outstanding salary, outstanding wages, everything which is related to the current year, all the adjustments related to current year has to be posted here. Okay. Is it clear? So, these are the things you have to keep in mind. Then you should know which are our revenue receipts, which are revenue payments, then which are capital receipts and which are capital payments. So, to know that, first you should know the certain items which are used commonly in non-profit organization. So, you should know the meaning of those items, then only you will be able to understand whether it is a revenue or it is a capital item. Is it clear? So, first we will see the format, what are the things has to be entered, in the income and expenditure account. We will see the format, then we will do the sums, so it will be easy for you to understand. As we are doing the sums, I will explain the items also, which are the items which are of revenue nature and which are the items which are of capital nature. Okay. So revenue nature items alone should be entered in the income and expenditure account, and items which are of capital nature should be excluded, and they have to be shown only in the balance sheet. Okay. Next, format of income and expenditure. Format of income and expenditure account. See, the format is given in the book. So I'll show the format on the screen. You just see the format, watch the screen, understand the format, and then we can move on to the sums. Look on to the screen, page number 50. Format of income and expenditure account. I'll just read the format for you, just watch it, understand, then we'll move on to the sums. Watch the screen. First you have to write the name of the club or the institution. Then below that you have to write income and expenditure account for the year ended, whichever year is given there. Okay. Then what has to be written on the debit side? On the debit side, first you have to write the expenditure. You say income and expenditure account, but when you are writing, you have to write it as expenditure. First you must write the expenditure. On the debit side, you have to put the debit side, you have to show the expenditure, and credit side you have to show the income. Okay. You say income and expenditure, but when you are writing, you have to write expenditure first and then income. Why we are writing expenditure first? Because debit all expenses. What is the golden rules of accounting? Debit all expenses, credit all income. So expenditure should be debited first and then income should be credited. Is it clear? So next, watch the screen now again. Salaries, 2 salaries. Salaries is a revenue expenditure. Charities, 2 rent, 2 donation paid, 2 stationery, 2 loss on sale of asset, 2 depreciation, 2 surplus. Okay. Then by subscription, by donation received, by admission fees received, by grant received, by rent received, by interest received, by profit on sale of asset, by deficit, excess of expenditure over income. So when you will get a surplus, when there is excess of income over expenditure, you get a surplus, and when there is an excess of expenditure over income, we will get a deficit. Okay. So it's very simple, it's very easy, it's not very complicated, it's very simple, children. Only thing you should know which are revenue items and which are capital items, and which are the items which are pertaining to the current year. Okay. Non-cash items also will be shown as adjustments in the income and expenditure account. Okay. So if you understand the format, it will be very easy to do the sums. Okay. Thank you.